Good morning, boys and girls. This is Miss Williams. I'm doing your literacy videos for this week. And our first video will work with the letter B. The first picture I have on the screen is a bag. It starts with B. Here's the word bag. If you see, it has B-A-G. So we have B-A-G, bag. So that's one of our words. We have bag. The next picture I have, baby. Look at that happy baby. And we have the capital B or the uppercase B, the lowercase b, and then we have the picture of the baby, something that starts with B, and then we have baby. Any of you have any babies at home? Baby sister, baby brother, maybe a baby cousin, maybe a family member that has a baby. So baby, baby, b, baby. So that's something that starts with B. Next, we have bat. This is a real bat. Bat. Starts with B also. Here's the word for bat. And here's the B. So we have b-a-t, bat. And so that word is bat. And it starts with B. And if you notice, they're using the lowercase b for the letter, not the capital B. We would use the capital B if it was someone's name, a special place, and that's when we would do the capital B. Now, I showed you 3 cards that start with B or make the b sound for B. And so now I'm going to talk about some words, and we're going to practice the beginning sound. So that is called alliteration. Say alliteration. It's a long word. Alliteration. And so that's listening for the sound at the beginning of the word. The sound at the beginning of the word. So we're going to focus on the letter B and the B sound, or the B sound. All right. So if I say the word ball, ball, does that have the B sound? Bag, bag, does that have the B sound? Boat, boat, does that have the B sound? And sometimes we want to say B, 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 but it's B, B, kind of a quiet, soft sound. And if you notice, I put my lips together when I say the B sound. B, bag, boat. Next word, bus, bus. Does that have the B sound or the B sound? Yes. And now I'm going to give you some words, and it's just like your workbook, and you have to figure out which words have the same sound as bat, baby, bag. Okay? So if I say cat, ball, bat, which words have the B sound? Okay? You should have said ball and bat have the B sound. If we say cat, my lips are not going together. cat. That one is letter what? Yes, letter C. And that makes the k, k. And we're listening for the first sound that I say in the word, the first sound you hear in the word, the beginning sound, the initial sound. And so we're listening for that very first sound that comes out of your mouth. Okay, next pictures that I have, we have book, apple, bear. Which of those has the B sound? Just like bag, bat. You should have picked bear and book. Those have the B sound. What about apple? Apple. I had to open my mouth. I didn't do like the B sound. B. So apple makes the letter, is letter A. It makes the A sound. So that's what you do when you're listening for the beginning sound. You have to listen very, very closely to the first sound you say in the word. So those were some words that had the B sound or started with the letter B. Okay, next I have a sheet that has some pictures on it, and it's talking about the letter B, and letter B is a consonant. It says one sound. So our vowels say usually two sounds, and our consonants usually say one sound. So we have letter B, and we have the B sound. Here in the middle, we have the capital B and the lowercase b. Uppercase B, lowercase b. And if you remember that the B, when you make your circle, is going to the right. Sometimes we do it on the left, and that makes the letter different. It turns it into letter D. So always remember to make your circle go to the right, okay? For letter B, they want you to look at the pictures and decide which ones have the same sound as boy, butterfly, boy, butterfly. And so you have to think about which one has the same sound as those pictures. Now, you won't be able to write, but you can still pick your pictures. So we're going to look at the first one. They did bubbles. I love bubbles. Bubbles. And so bubbles starts with B, and they did the capital B and the lowercase b. So if you have your journal, you can always practice drawing the picture and writing the letter B. Next one, pot, pot, b, b. So it almost sounds the same, but when you do b, b, it's a little bit different. So pot starts with P. So this one, it doesn't start with B, it starts with P. So you can practice writing the letter P, the capital P, and lowercase b, P. Ask someone in your family if you're not sure, and I see a capital P right here. So if you didn't know for sure what P looks like, there's the capital P, and all you have to do is ask someone in your family for the lowercase or the small p to write here. Next picture, bird, bird, b, b, bird. What letter does bird start with? That one is letter B. So you're going to copy letter B here, letter B here. So even though you don't have the paper, you can practice in your journal. Practice drawing a picture of a bird, and then practice writing the letter B, capital lowercase, right here. Next picture. This one was a little bit hard. I didn't know for sure if it was king or queen. So we're going to do king. Okay. So king, king. Did my lips go together for the b sound? No. So this one, it can sound like C or it can sound like K. But if you're writing the correct letter, it's going to be K. But it does have the same sound as the K for C. So practice writing the capital K, practice writing the lowercase k. And what letter is this? What sound does it make? So we have B for the name of the letter and then B, B, B. And you might think, oh, I already know that. Well, make sure that you remember it because sometimes we test kids a few weeks later and we say, what sound does this make? And they don't know for sure. They've forgotten. So it's always good to practice your letters and sounds so that even if we test you later, a few months later, you still know those letters and those sounds. So even though you think, oh, this is boring, or oh, I already know this, sometimes we forget when we don't use it. And so make sure that you're always practicing your names of your letters and your sounds so that you never ever forget. Okay? All right, we have two more pictures. We have boat, b, b, boat. What letter does boat start with? What's the beginning sound? What's the initial sound? B, b, boat. So we have letter B. That one starts with B. So practice. Try to draw a picture of a boat and then write the capital B and the lowercase b. The last picture we have, bowl, bowl, b, b, bowl. So we have the b, b. My lips went together. And if you notice with pot, my lips kind of go out a little bit. So b, b, bowl starts with what letter? Letter B. And what sound does B make? B, b, b. So you're going to write the capital B and the lowercase b. Okay. Also, remember to practice writing your name. When you go to first grade, they're going to expect you to be able to write your first name and then also your last name. And I know some of you are already able to write your first and last name even without looking. So start practicing writing your name. If you can't write your name yet, start practicing. And then if you already can write your first name, start learning how to write your last name. You may have to look at something first. Parents can write it down for you and then you can copy it. But eventually, by the end of the year, we want you to be able to do it without looking, just being able to quickly write your name, first and last name. And your first grade teachers will love you for that. Next, I have some sight words. For this week, we have the word for, and then we have me, me, and then we have the word with, with. I remember in first grade, that was a word I always forgot, the word with. So try your best to remember when you see that word is with. But that's something I remember even now, that was one of my words that I always had trouble remembering for some reason. So make sure and practice your words, your sight words. We'll send home hopefully some more copies. If you don't have your copy already, we can send you a copy of words to study. And why do we need to know these words? What does this help us to do? Yes, this helps us to read. So if you know these words just by looking at them fast and quickly, this will help you to be able to read stories when you're reading them, and you don't have to sit and sound out each and every sound. You'll just look at it and say, oh, that's me. Oh,